Hey y'all, so we are back with another episode of the Chanel Show.
That's right. Next come the heavy artillery, presidential more like Michelle, not Hillary. Feel me? Push the whip on the set.
Actually just got in not too long ago. I was at this rooftop thing that they threw for somebody that I grew up with that passed away. R.I.P. But they throw something for him every year, and it's just so funny because we reunite with each other every year for this. Even though I can't say really me, because before last year, it's been like over 10 years since I've seen like the people that I've grown up with. So it's just a little bit different for me. I did have a connection with this person, and this is somebody that I grew up with and somebody that we celebrate because he definitely is worth celebrating. But today, what I wanted to talk about is vibes. Let everybody be like, oh, you're a vibe, you're not a vibe. So, and this is actually going to tie into the whole event that I was at tonight. When I got there, it was actually really crazy because it was the rooftop of a building. When you get to the building, that's the specific building that the rooftop event was at, there is security. So there is security in the building, and they have to check you in, all of that. You have to tell them your name, this, that, and the third. They have to tell you what is going on. Number one, when I got there, what I was told was that somebody had got stabbed. So my immediate reaction was like, oh, okay, I gotta go. But my thing is like, I grew up with these people. Like, I came all the way here. Number two, I look good. Number three, I want to show my face for at least like a hot second. When I went upstairs, it was very much like relaxed though. It wasn't as though somebody got stabbed. I can't really say that I know for sure that somebody got stabbed, but I do know that they were trying to get them up out of there. So back to the topic when it comes to being a vibe. So I feel like you can't really bank everything on being a vibe. You have to do what is right. Being a vibe is not always something that you want to sit here and say like you were, just for the sake of being that. I feel like you have to do what's right. You have to trust your gut, trust your instincts, because if I'm just so worried about just being a vibe, imagine if I didn't care about hearing that somebody got stabbed and it's like, oh, let's just, party, da, 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 da. No. I feel like you have to worry about doing what's right, because just being a vibe all the time is just being the vibe. And I also feel like once you get older, you'll also feel like, well, why was I caring about being a vibe so much to the point where I wasn't even caring about what was really happening and what was really going on? I feel like be a vibe at your own expense. It is good to have good energy, though. I will say that. It is good to have good energy, but don't be a vibe to the point where it is detrimental to your mental health and what you have going on. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna care more than you do about yourself. So you can't just worry about that. Oh, am I just making everything popping or doing what I have to do in that moment? No, you number one, it is great to have miraculous energy, but in that same breath, at the same time, make sure that it is not to your detriment. You are not being so much of this vibrant person to others that you take away from yourself. You have to always preserve a certain amount of energy and everything for yourself. Like, you can't just give everything that you have to other people just for the sake of you being a vibe or being good energy. People that really know you know that you're good energy when you're at your best, and they know what it takes to be who you are and what you are to other people, because of what you do for yourself on the regular and on the daily, and how you stay grounded. So I do truly believe in, yes, you can be a vibe, but make sure that it's when your energy's good and when you have it to give, and know when to exit. Stage left, period. That is the word of the day for me. And I did want to touch on something else. Today's not going to be that much of a long video, but like I said, I'm coming every week with it for you guys. Chris Brown was amazing. When I say, like, I understand, like, he gets no praise from me for what he did to Rihanna, but I do feel like that is kind of hindering him from being put out there as, like, the next Michael Jackson. Like, this man is amazing. Like, he's singing songs back to back. He's performing night after night after night with no breaks, back to back. And he's dancing the whole time. He's sounding amazing the whole time. And this man is doing acrobatic, like, just crazy stuff, flying in the air. He's just going insane crazy with it. And I had such a good time at the concert. I went to also see him last year. For the people that are like that with Beyonce, I feel like I'm like that with Chris Brown. Not gonna lie, I did see Beyonce's On the Run 2 tour, but this was back in like 2018. She's had 2 more tours since then. She's had Renaissance, and now she's had Cowboy Carter. If she does have another concert in 2026, I will be in attendance, because I feel like I've spent so much time with not going to her concerts, knowing how much of an amazing performer she is, just like Chris Brown. Let me not take away from the praise that I was just giving to Chris Brown. This man is amazing. He is a superstar, like, period. Me and my sister went to see him when he first came out. She turned 16. I was turning 14. Now this is damn near 20 years later. And this is actually his 20th year anniversary. So it's been 19 years since we've seen him in person, but 20 years since he's been out, and this is what this tour is. And he's just so amazing. Like, I would say the difference between this tour versus last year's is that he just performed all the songs this year that he didn't perform last year. And he wasn't flying in the air last year like he did. So, no, I'm lying. He did fly in the air, but it wasn't like he was so high up, y'all. He was about to touch a cloud. Chris Brown he just does it for me, and I'm pretty sure he does it for everybody else every single time. Like, this man delivers. You're never gonna feel like you wasted your money, your time, it's never gonna give that. So it was just awesome. Like, I just had such a great time that night. And as far as my week, I know I always give like a week recap. I've been off work since Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had off this week. And I would say I just love having the time to myself, because I work so hard, I work so much. And I made sure that I dedicated these days to like self-care. Like on Thursday, I went to go do my nails, my feet, cooked, did a little bit of cleaning, just relaxed and stuff like that. Friday, I did like a small job. And Friday was a beautiful day for me. I went to Jersey. I did my IV infusion therapy. So I got all the vitamins, shot directly into the bloodstream. And since I was already out in Jersey, I went to the gravesite to go visit my grandmother's gravesite. And it was just a beautiful day. It was so calm. Friday was just a day. It was just a time. I enjoyed it. And today, I ran a couple errands. Did what I had to do with that. I got a massage. That was serenity for me. And I went to this rooftop event. And now I am here talking to you all. I do need to get in this bed. I need to get my rest. I just wanted to make sure that I came on here and I just spoke my thoughts, gave it all to you guys. But yes, everyone have an amazing rest of your weekend, your week, and peace, love, and light always.